So now that we have it set up to where we can activate the downed ability, or not really the downed ability, but more or less the cycling to the downed actor, as in when I have a firearm in hand, and let me go ahead and describe the STG. When I go down, so I press G twice, it'll go ahead and cycle to, when I press H, the starting pistol. And then when I press J to simulate me being revived, it'll go ahead and pull out the previous firearm that we had. So we have that. We need to move this into actually, to be functional code. That is a part of the gameplay loop. So we need to put it in the game mode. And to make our lives a little bit easier, I'm going to also move the player start in a position where I don't have to keep running every time I want to, say purchase a wall weapon to test with. Okay, so we have that in place. Let's go ahead and work on this logic here. So to begin, in our game mode, we have our on player death, on player downed, all that kind of stuff. And we're applying a gameplay effect to ourselves, and that gameplay effect goes ahead and grants us the given, where is it at? Cycle to downed actor ability. So because it's giving us this ability, we have the ability to activate it. So this gameplay effect gets applied, gives us the ability, we activate the ability, then when this gameplay effect is removed, it automatically cancels out this ability and basically just takes it away. And because we're set up to bind to the end ability, which simply puts our main firearm, the one we recently had in our hands, back into the active slot, we are good to go. So what we want to do is in our zombies game mode, we want to apply or activate that ability. So from here, what we can do is activate or try activate abilities by tag. Now the tag is going to be the asset tags that is defined in the ability. So just like here with the gameplay effect, we have these asset tags, which are this is the add tags. The asset tags, which are state.downed, abilities also have this same system. So here's the asset tags to this ability. So that way we can go through and activate whatever tag has a given ability. So in our case, the tag, we're going to need to do a gameplay tag container. The tag is going to be the tag underscore state underscore downed. So any ability with this as the asset tag that we already have, granted to us will be activated. So let's come over to our ability in the constructor, set the asset tags, and same thing, gameplay tag container, tag state downed. So we need to include our data tags state tags.h, and we are good to go. So let's go ahead and remove this logic, compile, save, recompile, and relaunch. Okay, once we are back in the editor, we can give it a try. So now, whenever I go down, so I press G once and G again, you can see it automatically puts us in the downed state. So I can no longer move, and it switched us right to our starter pistol. So same thing when I press J, it's going to re-equip the previous firearm that we had in our hands. So now we need to work on this logic here. However, we don't have a way to really call it. So there is a system which we've already used, which is sending gameplay events to our actor. And I want to kind of keep with that same setup, so to speak, which is going to be, when we are revived. Now, I don't like having to put this, for at least for now, in our SKG zombies, so at some point or another, we very well could have a new event listeners, which we honestly might just want to do anyways, because as you can see here, we have wall weapon ammo, wall weapon purchased, all that kind of stuff. And same thing, we're also going to have, a barricade system being applied in here. And really, it should be moved down into the zombies module. But for now, let's go ahead and make a new gameplay event task. So here we're going to have a new ability task, wait gameplay event, and let's call it on revive, or let's just do on revived. So the function can be, I guess, let's see, on revived gameplay event, and then we'll have the function on revived. So let's go ahead, move this on down, like so, and then we need to basically just listen for the event. So I can copy this to be lazy and change it from on take damage event to on revived gameplay event, and the function on revived gameplay event. And here we need, or sorry, not gameplay event, just on revived. Now we just need a dedicated tag. So let's go ahead and make a new tag. So we have our take damage. We can just simply make a new one that is gameplay event underscore revived. Go to the implementation. Go ahead and add it here, or sorry, the header, and declare it here. And now we can use the gameplay event revived. Pretty simple. So now whenever we receive this event, this here will fire off. Now I cannot recall if you could send a gameplay. Okay, so they do have it as a blueprint event, so we can test it out. So in here, we are basically going to want to mimic this logic. So we are just going to simply remove the downed effect, which will in turn remove the given ability, which again pulls out the previous firearm that we had. So inside of on revived, what we can do is simply grab the ability system component. So U ability system component equals get ability system component from actor info. And we want to remove a active effect with applied tags using its tag state downed. So we need to wrap this in a F gameplay tag container. Keep forgetting about that. And then we just need to include our header here. So that'll be in our data tags state tags.h. And we should be good to go. So once we receive the on revived event, so this can be triggered from, numerous things. I want to delete this, compile and save, and relaunch while I'm talking. But anytime we've received this, we are basically going to be revived. So this allows us to do, a variety of things, such as loop over all the players, send the revived, event to them, and all of them can be revived at once. If we wanted to have some kind of special, say, drop from a zombie, that's something that we can do. So say 3 players are down, 1's alive, and a drop hits from a zombie, we collect it. All the other players that were dead can now be revived. So now, the only thing we have to do is make a quick test. So we want to send a gameplay event to ourselves, actor being this, self. And we'll do this when we press H. Now we need the tag, which is the revived tag, and give it a try. So I'm going to go down, press G once, press it again, automatically switches, and when I press H, it automatically re-equips the gun, and I can move again. And we no longer have the downed tag. So if I test with the client, so press G, then G again, good to go. Press H, nothing happens because we can't send a gameplay event from a client to a, that's basically it. So we don't have a way to test the revive yet, but we do have the system in place to where once we implement the revive mechanic, all we have to do is just send a gameplay event when it's done, and that is it. So now that that is out of the way, I'd say we're in a pretty good spot. So we have our revive system in place, or sorry, not our revive system in place, but we have the revive portion set to where we can go in and out of that state as needed. So, yeah, that's going to be all for this video, and I will see you in the next one. If you like what I'm doing and you want to help support me, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description below, where you can also get early access to this entire series.